The grandmother kept 7 secrets sealed in a jar, well, and one of them just knocked back. You assume it is the pipes. You assume it is the wind. You assume it is anything other than what it actually is. But what if the sound was coming from a jar sitting on your counter? And what if inside that jar were severed fingers? And what if one of them was moving? This is the story of the finger in the jar. 3 weeks ago, a woman named Clara inherited her grandmother's home. The old house sat at the end of a dirt road, surrounded by trees so thick they blocked out the afternoon sun. Clara had not visited in years, and walking through those dusty rooms felt less like coming home and more like entering somewhere she was never meant to return to. The kitchen was the worst of it, not because of the smell, though the smell was certainly something. No, the kitchen was the worst because of what sat on the second shelf of the pantry. A glass jar, sealed with a rubber gasket and a rusted metal clamp, filled with a dark preservation liquid, and inside, floating like a horrible collection, were 7 human fingers. Clara thought they were fake. People collect strange things, old people especially. She almost threw the jar away that first evening, but something stopped her. Some pull she could not explain. She set it on the kitchen counter instead. That night, she woke up at 2 a.m. She heard the tapping. Here is where it gets important to understand something about the psychology of fear. The human brain is wired to find patterns. We hear rhythm in random noise. We see faces in shadows. So when Clara described what she heard as rhythmic, deliberate, and patient, the natural reaction is to dismiss it. But Clara grabbed her phone. She recorded it, and what the footage shows has not been explained. The jar sits on the counter. The liquid inside is still. And then one finger, the smallest one, begins to move. Not floating, not drifting. Tapping, knuckle down, against the glass 4 times in a row. Then, stillness. Clara sent the video to 3 people before she even got out of bed. By morning, she had uploaded it. By afternoon, it had spread to every corner of the internet. Investigators looked at the footage. Skeptics offered explanations involving gas pressure, decomposition, and temperature shifts. But none of those explanations account for the rhythm. Gas does not tap in 4s. Decomposition does not keep time. Clara eventually had the jar examined. The fingers were real, preserved for what experts estimated to be somewhere between 40 and 80 years. The grandmother had never spoken of them to anyone still living. So here is what we are left with: a jar of human fingers that sat in a pantry for possibly decades. A granddaughter who inherited more than a house. A recording that no one has fully debunked, and a question that nobody seems willing to answer directly. What were those fingers doing before Clara got there? And more importantly, why did they stop?